if I told you that I'm not gonna cry, I would be lying, so I'm not gonna say that. But I'm gonna try not to, but I also don't really care. So, hello, I'm Selma Matawa, and today I want to talk to you about the class gift, our mosaic, and the process behind it. I'll start with some context. At our school, a class gift isn't just a bench or a statue, it's always a mosaic. If you walk around our beautiful campus, through our winding hallways, you'll see the beautiful marks of classes before us that they have left at our school. And this year, it was time to leave our own. So, how does one make a mosaic? We started with a plywood base, brainstormed a design, and then laid down the tiles. Simple, right? Well, not exactly. The design was the most complicated part, especially because it had to be centered around math. At first, I was not thrilled about the math theme, but then an idea struck me. I walked up to Miss Afimova during lunch, took her hands in mine, and said, "We need nature in this." She looked confused and said, "Nature? But this is the math room. If this was the science lab, I'd say yes, of course, but how is that about math?" And then I explained. Math is our perception of the world around us. The way a snail shell spirals out, the formation of petals on a flower, the patterns in pine cones. Nature is the pattern. Math is what we make of it. And then her face changed from confusion into excitement, and that's when I knew it could be a part of our mosaic. But I still needed to get the get-go from the rest of my class, and that is what made me anxious. I'm used to creating art alone, as a way of personal expression. To me, art is a language. The technique is like grammar and punctuation, and when it all comes together, it tells a story. But what makes this piece different is that it's more than just one voice. It's a beautiful choral arrangement, a combination of all our voices. Every piece represents someone's voice and personality. At first, it felt impossible to fit everyone's voice into one design. It seemed like we had too much to say and not enough space to say it, and not enough time to get it done. But then I realized it's not the design that makes the mosaic, it's us. And that's when my fear melted away. With every tile I placed, I grew more confident in what we were creating together. If you asked me 3 months ago how I thought this would turn out, I would have said, disaster? But 3 weeks ago, I would have said, I think it's coming all together. I'm quite confident. And if you ask me right now, I'd say I'm the most proud of the people around me that I have ever been of anyone in my entire life. What inspires me the most... Okay, I'm gonna lie. What inspires me the most is the way this class grew and connected through the process. In many ways. We became a mosaic ourselves. Individual pieces coming together to not make something perfect, but something beautiful. This mosaic is more than just tiles of glass, ceramic, and gold. It's a reflection of who we are. And to my class, I'm not going to face you because I'm going to start sobbing. This mosaic will always be a reminder to you. A reminder of not only your connection to others, but what we can create when we come together with our voices and our hearts, but also who you are. Beautiful collections of parts that have come together to make you the most wonderful people I have come across, and I have been so lucky to spend the last 4 years with. I love all of you more than you know. Thank you for being parts of my own mosaic, and thank you to everyone for listening.